Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! Within these last 10 years, I've been shown the honor of creating thousands of videos of Descendants of Zombies, thousands of videos that all of you have fallen in love with, having chosen this YouTube channel as your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time, becoming the greatest honor of my life. I consider it both an honor and a privilege to sit in front of this camera with this microphone turned on to share my story with you about how I became a fan of Descendants of Zombies, and I loved it with all of my heart. Unquestionably, I've loved all of your favorite stars and the moments we've shared with them with all of my heart, and I will continue to for many years to come, because that love and support is what helps them see everything through. That's what gives them confidence in their own abilities to be able to bring these characters and their stories to life. Because no matter what character we talk about and have these discussions about on this channel, every single one of them has a story, and they want more than anything else in the world to have their opportunity to have their story seen and heard by more people than ever before. That's the opportunities and the chances both Disney Channel and Disney Plus presents them with, is the chance to showcase their talents and to bring their stories and to have their stories told more powerfully than ever before. And I have felt more than honored to have experienced this, because this really has been a life-changing experience for me, to have fallen in love with Ruby, to have shown so much love and support for Clarke and Trell. I've experienced every emotion in the book because of you guys and how much this YouTube channel has meant to each and every one of your hearts, because no matter who we were, we all took something special away, and we saw so much incentive in these stories between Zed and Addison, and the friendship of Red and Chloe, the story of their love for each other, and how they just wanted to spend the rest of their lives together, and how this friendship between Red and Chloe became so valued and so appreciated. I think that we see a lot of ourselves in these stories and the friendships we have in our lifetime, because we've never really needed a whole lot of friends. We just need probably 3 or 4 really good friends to help us make sense of everything going on around us. That's a very valuable life lesson I've always taken with me out of every experience I've had the chance to experience in my lifetime and sharing with all of you. And that's how I tell you all these stories. It's one thing for somebody to sit here and tell you how they feel about Descendants of Zombies, but when they share a story with you about their own life, it gives you a chance to get to know them for who they are, who the creator is behind all these wonderful videos that you see. You know, when you just tell somebody how you feel about Descendants of Zombies, there is such a thing called emotion. And when you put emotion and heart, both of it, behind all of your videos, it allows you to bring your videos to life in a way that you never even yourself imagined possible. And I've had the honor of doing just that, experiencing that with each and every one of you, because without subscribers and without views, your channel pretty much has its purpose defeated. But you guys have amassed over 100,000 channel views plus on this YouTube channel, and over 4,000 subscribers. That are amazing statistics, and it's because of each and every one of you having believed in these YouTube channels and these videos so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to have been a part of your universe. I know many of you have probably wondered if I have a spaceship. I can't say that I have a spaceship, but I've had the time of my life being a part of this, feeling like I've been on this incredible journey with each and every one of you, because you're what makes YouTube so special. I'm just the creator of these videos, and I've had a lot of funny stories about how my girlfriend may have been a vampire, and my next door neighbors may have been vampires, zombies may overtake this world, and aliens may invade the planet. I've been following this story about an alien probe on the way to Earth to reportedly kill us all within the next year, but I don't know how true that is or not. I just thought it was a really cool story to kind of throw in significantly with my stories about Descendants of Zombies and how much I love these characters, because they were undeniably beautiful and they loved you guys so much. That was something that was truly recognizable and truly undeniable on my behalf as a journalist. So what I wanted to do, if I was going to write a review or I was going to post a video, it was going to have something nice seen and heard in it, because you guys deserve the best. You guys deserve to be a part of something special, and you deserve to hear something nice about your favorite stars, to give you a chance for a future and a chance to be a part of it. Because I remember having this really cool appreciation for theater and being that one guy in the theater room who would never leave. I'd be the last one, the first one to enter the room and the last one to leave. Until one year in school, I looked at the drama teacher and the head of the drama club and I said, "Give me creative control of everything we do." And he said, "What do you mean give you creative control of everything we do? Obviously, you don't know what you're doing, so give me the chance to really bring these productions that you're putting off to life and see what I can do with it." Lo and behold, a year and a half later, the school went on to win so many awards because I had this unbelievable creative energy. And I believed in the productions that we were doing more than anybody else ever did. And he allowed me to stay in the director's chair for pretty much the rest of my life and my whole school experience, because I believed in it so much. And the thing is, guys, if you've ever had a hope or a dream for yourself that could be joining the swim team or joining the cheerleading squad, I think you should fulfill that dream and pursue it, because you only have so many opportunities to do it. You know, people are far more independent now these days than ever given credit for. I see so much independence in girls, and I see strength in girls to be admired. And I give you guys a profound amount of credit for being the people who make this world revolve on its axis. You know, guys pretty much think they know everything, but when it comes to a girl, she knows more than she's ever given credit for, and all she's ever really wanted to do is make everybody she surrounds herself with every day happy. And I think if more guys realize that, more relationships would work out for the better. People like Meg Donnelly and Dove Cameron would be left so brokenhearted, feeling downhearted about their abilities and their life goals and their aspirations, because all they really want is encouragement and a lot of love and support. And we together have become not only fans as a part of this fandom, but we've become some of the best friends they've ever had because of the undeniable love and support that we've showed for them. We've made them stronger people. We've made them feel stronger about themselves and their abilities, and that's really shined through in light of all the criticism. Because there are far too many critics out there who will say something critical about Freya Sky's performances she probably gave last night, or Meg Donnelly and how she feels about being an actress on Broadway. This is the first time ever the girl's been on Broadway, so give her more of a chance. I remember when Milo Manheim came out for the Brokeback Mountain performance, and he showed so much love and support for her. He was the one guy who showed up, so that deserves to be credited, because he had so much love and support found within his heart for her that he just wanted to be by her side. When they were taking photos for PR, they were so proud to spend the time they had together. And I think Freya Sky and Malachi Burton kind of feel the same way, because they are so appreciative of their friendship, and that's something to be credited and something to really notice, because we've all taken something special away from it. Many of us have wished that we had a friend just like Malachi Burton and Freya Sky's friendship, because I think that we see a lot of ourselves in these stories. And I want to tell you guys something. No matter how much you doubt it, there's always that special somebody out there for you that will always stay by your side, who will always understand you, pick up the phone every single time you call, and always listen to you. I always wanted to be that one guy for somebody special in my own life. I always wanted to be that one guy who would answer the phone every single time they call, whatever they may have been going through, would have told me everything. Because when somebody tells you everything, it really shows how much they appreciate you, and most of all, how much they trust you. Because trust is a very valued thing, especially in an industry like entertainment and movies and music, because it's always evolving, and it's extremely difficult to make a mark for yourself and to leave an everlasting impression, which is what these stars are doing. They are really trying to figure out their place in the world while morphing into something so special and becoming ultimately stronger. We see all these impressive workout routines that Kylie Cantrell and even Meg Donnelly more recently are putting themselves through. Meg Donnelly deadlifts. Ruby Rose Turner does these amazing chin-ups because she wants to stay ahead of the game. She wants to stay ahead of all the competition, which there's a tremendous amount to have. But I think that what outshines the competition factor is how much heart and dedication they have, because they always want to stay ahead of the game and they want to give you their best. So we can give them our best in return with so much love and support for how we show up at the Worlds Collide Tour. We spend thousands, if not millions of dollars getting tickets and buying merch and going online and researching everything there is to know about our favorite stars so we know their favorite color, their favorite movie, what they love and appreciate about life the most. That's what really brings these videos to life, when you know everything there is to know about Descendants of Zombies. But now in saying that, even with how you know everything there is to know about Descendants of Zombies, there's always something new to find out. There's always something new to appreciate that will allow you to bring your videos to life. And I've had the opportunity to do that. People are far more independent. They feel more confident now because of Descendants of Zombies, and I truly appreciate that. And I felt so honored to be a part of it, because I went through a time in my life when I was going to high school where I was under a lot of pressure. You know, people were joining the football team, people were joining the wrestling team, and I ended up wanting to be stronger. But I never wanted to join a sports team, or I never wanted to be better than anybody. It was never about being better than anybody. I just wanted to be a stronger person. So what I did was I signed up for a gym, and every day after school, probably 5 days out of a 7-day week, if not 6, I was at the gym every day and I was lifting weights. And ultimately what happened over time, it didn't happen overnight, but I became a stronger person. I felt more confident in my ability. I felt more confident in what I was doing, what I wanted to pursue in life, because I started working out. And the thing is, I've offered encouragement to people who want to do the same thing. If you want to sign up for a gym, if you want to sign up for the swim team, then go for it, because you only have so many opportunities to make opportunities you're presented with count and really mean something. If you want to pursue a career in theater, like Meg Donnelly, Kylie Cantrell, many of the best of them have, then you should. As long as you have the encouragement of both your family and your friends, your family most of all, and especially your friends, then there's nothing that you can't do. There is no dream that is insurmountable, because you can oversee all the odds and obstacles that are put in front of you, because no matter what goal you want to pursue in life, there are always going to be obstacles for you to leap over. And many of us leap over it like a cheetah because we feel stronger than ever before, and we want to prove everybody wrong, because everybody has a critic. For every single person in this lifetime, we've all received criticism. We've all had critics who want to kind of shut us out from our dreams ever happening for us. But we see the encouragement factor shining through with these stars, because these stars show us so much incentive and give us so much inspiration. I know for certain I am a stronger person today because of Descendants and Zombies and the valuable life lessons it's taught me, and how to appreciate each and every one of you through the stories I've shared with you, your stories you've shared with me, and we've gotten to know each other both on a personal and professional level. And that's really what makes this channel so special, is that I know that I can sit here, I can tell you these stories about how I was feeling down on my luck or downhearted, and you guys well receive these videos. You respond to them so emphatically, and you draw inspiration yourselves from these videos, because the greatest feeling in the world, if not the most rewarding, is knowing that you've touched somebody's heart through the stories you've shared about Ruby and how passionate you feel about her, how much you love Clarke and Trail. Because I saw a girl crying a year and a half ago on a TikTok video, and I wanted to do something about it. I wanted Clarke and Trail to know that I thought she was the strongest person ever. I believed in her with all of my heart, and I really wanted to put that out there. I had no idea how well received these videos would become, and how my dream of becoming president of the United States and, having Clarke and Trail's support and her love would be so well received, but it was. I've always had a dream of being things as president of the United States, or an action hero for a franchise like Descendants and Zombies, because I always believed in bringing these characters to life. I've always believed in offering something special, because you can believe your last dime that if I was president of the United States, I would offer something special to these franchises because of how much they've meant to you and how much they've really meant to me. Because I've taken a great deal of respect away from the work ethic of these stars. I think they are the strongest people in the world, and I've never been afraid to let the world know how I truly feel about how I think they're the strongest people in the world, because they offer so much incentive to all of us as a whole. They brought us that much closer together, and they've really given us something special to believe in and take something special away from every single time. I have felt more than honored to have these conversations about your favorite Disney princess, your favorite Disney shows, your favorite Disney characters, and I've loved every moment of it. And if there was one thing I could go back in time just to re-experience all over again and relive, it would be falling in love with Descendants and Zombies all over again, seeing it for the first time ever, and remembering being so captivated by these stars and how forever strong they've been. I really do think Ruby Rose Turner has offered us something special. She really demonstrated how much further kindness can take a person in this lifetime. So thank you, Ruby. Thank you, Clarke, for being such a huge inspiration to so many wonderful people and going out of your way, giving so much time back to the Descendants and Zombies community, far more time than Dove Cameron or Sophia Carson ever did. Because a lot of people will choose the original cast, and I get that, over the new cast because they prefer the original cast. But if you notice anything about the new cast, they are far more appreciative, and they are stronger than ever before because of you, and feeling more stronger about themselves and their abilities, because they're advertising and being advocates for strength and power. And it's really cool how people are taking away strength and power themselves from what these stars are really putting themselves out there for having been. They're always talking about lifting weights in the PR. They're always talking about the promotional factor that goes with getting up at 4:30 in the morning and getting your breakfast and having to be there for Fox News to do an interview. I've never been the biggest fan of things like ABC and Fox News, because they often, say what they want, and they make these stars feel a certain way about how the interview may have went, and then they're going on their TikTok lives and their Instagram feeds, and they're saying, I don't really feel as if I'm good enough for you guys. The thing is, the fans have never really cared if you're good enough. They just see something special in you. And that's all you've ever got to remember, is that they see something special in you. And no matter how you feel about yourself, they will always love you. And their love is truly unconditional and undescribable on times. I've experienced this firsthand, because I pretty much was a loser who was streaming video games on Twitch, and then from out of nowhere, Descendants and Zombies just kind of happens to me just as fast as you can snap your fingers. And so many people love these videos with all their heart. They can't wait to hear what I'm going to say next. how I encourage them that things like Descendants 5 and Zombies 5 is going to happen. And that's what makes these videos so worth it in the end, and my job as a YouTuber worth it every single time. These are conversations I look forward to. These are conversations I love sharing them with you guys, and if I can encourage somebody to become stronger and to feel stronger about Descendants and Zombies, to give them more of a reason than they ever have before to hit my subscribe button, or even somebody else's subscribe button who loves Descendants and Zombies so much. But the more that I think about it, I don't think there's anybody who's as passionate about Descendants and Zombies as all of us who have come together and created something special and given something special back to every fan of Descendants and Zombies, and myself included, because I just wanted to showcase that. I always wanted to be that one guy who would honor these stars for being some of the greatest of all time and believing in them with all of my heart, because when you can offer that to somebody who's watching your video, and give them more of a reason to believe in Descendants and Zombies than perhaps they ever have, that's what makes these videos so worth it. When they can see the strength shining through for Kylie and Ruby, that's what makes it so worth it. And they themselves take away so much incentive to be inspired to be a swimmer, or to be a cheerleader like Addison from Zombies, or a football player like Zed. There's so much to take away from this. And there's so much to experience. Things we've already experienced and shared in, and so many things we have yet to experience and share in together. And it is something that I look forward to sharing in with each and every one of you. These stories have meant the world to me sharing them with you, because I wanted you to know these stories, and I wanted you to take something special away from how I believe the chances of mermaids happening for Zombies 5 is more evident and more apparent than ever before. I've always wanted you to take away something special in the stories I've shared with you about vampires and vampire hunting, and how I thought this person may have been a vampire and that person may have been a zombie. I always wanted you to take away something special, and I always wanted to make you laugh, and I always wanted you to see something special in the franchises that you drew a great deal of incentive and inspiration from. I've honestly had the time of my life in this life-changing experience where I've had the chance to share my story with thousands of people that's been so well received. I've really had the time of my life, and I've loved every single moment of it, and if there was one experience I could go back and relive time and time again, it would have to be just this. Sitting here talking about Descendants of Zombies for, as many of you know, the rest of my life, and for many of you that's probably a long time, but I've really loved having a chance to share in something so special with thousands of people, just with one hope only and always, that I was going to give you guys something special to believe in and to really hold on to. Because as long as you hold on to those beliefs and those chances that you've given and shown to Descendants of Zombies, it makes them stronger people as actresses and as a cast, and allows them to bring something special to life, and it gives you so much incentive to feel inspired yourself, to achieve your own dreams, to set your own goals, and to see those goals and dreams through. And that's all I've ever wanted to do through creating these videos, to give you hope that the Worlds Collide Tour Leg 2 was going to happen, things like Zombies 5 and Descendants 5 were going to be, and lo and behold it has. Because it goes back to how much incentive, how much creative energy you've seen within these franchises, and how you've always taken something special away from them. Thank you so much from wherever you're watching this video today for having chosen this thumbnail, clicked on this thumbnail, spent your Saturday afternoon with me. It's really been the most fun I've ever had as a content creator on YouTube, because I never imagined that these videos would have went on to be so well received by thousands of people who have had favorite characters, favorite moments that have brought them to the definitive moment where they realized that being a fan of Descendants of Zombies was just simply cool. I always wanted to touch your hearts, and I always wanted to be an inspiration and a hero to many. And lo and behold, in the form of creating thousands of YouTube videos revolving around Descendants and Zombies content, that happened for me. It may have happened just one night when I sat in front of my computer and I said, I'm going to create something cool now for every fan of Descendants and Zombies, after being given so much incentive and inspiration by hundreds of people who would show up at my door every year dressed up as their favorite Descendants characters on Halloween. Trick or treat, Jonathan. Go down to your basement, create a Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel for us so we can love you forever and stop being a loser. And lo and behold, that's what happened. Thank you so much for having chosen this YouTube channel time and time again as your favorite Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel. It's been my honor to create hours, thousands of videos about Descendants and Zombies, and share these emphatic stories of inspiration with thousands of people who watch these videos every day and every night. You know, the greatest feeling in the world is knowing that you've touched somebody's heart through the stories that you've been able to share. How you've been so much of an incentive and really a driving force behind the power that is included with Descendants and Zombies, and which is what comes with being a fan. That's what makes this so worth it, is knowing that there's so much power behind Descendants and Zombies and so much incentive to be seen. Thank you so much once again for having chosen this YouTube channel and having made it your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel. Having said this, I will return just after sunset tonight with one final video with my thoughts in it on Descendants of Zombies and everything else revolving around it later on this evening, which is a conversation I can only hope that you will join me for, because I've really had the time of my life in this life-changing experience on this incredible journey, which I feel like I've been on forever. I've really had the time of my life, and it's been a life-changing experience that I will never, ever forget. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to have represented you as your voice of Descendants of Zombies and to have become the #1 and everybody's favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. It's been a profound honor, one that will forever and always hold a very special place in my heart. Thank you so much for having a special place in your heart for Descendants of Zombies and feeling forever strongly about these franchises that we've all taken something special away from. And most of all, thank you so much for having taken the time to watch this video. Forever and always, it has been my honor.